Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. It is late. It is nearly 1 a.m., September 26th. It's a very late start for me. Definitely an After Dark stream. I'm not going to be on for too long, but I wanted to put some time in with Space Marine 2. Still grinding. I'm getting up there. My goal is to have all these ops classes maxed out. I really want to get there before potentially breaking from Space Marine 2 temporarily to go and play some other things. Specifically Forever Winter and Darktide. Darktide got a crazy update. Forever Winter got a crazy update. I have friends that are playing the update, the final DLC from Remnant 2. And at some point I want to get back to that. I might get back to it casually with them and then more full-blown on my own. I don't know if I'll stream that. I think we'll probably prioritize grinding out the Forever Winter and getting back to a flow with Darktide when I need to take a break from that. What's remaining for me to do with Space Marine 2 is to grind out the PvP ranks, which I think I will happily do probably a couple times a week. And we still had to get through the Dawn of War franchise run. I would have played it today, but what I ended up doing was a little project. I have this weird interest in associating games and then playing them in tandem during the week. Sort of like I have a first phase of my stream and then a second phase. Usually 3 to 4 hours here, 3 to 4 hours there. That's usually how that works. And I took time. Well, yesterday I just had to rest. Exhaustion, daddy duties. It's tricky. The first year, probably longer, is very exhausting. But today I took extra time to sit down and really think about this idea that's been in my head. And I have a really big backlog, and there's certain games that I kind of want to play that feels somewhat related. An obvious one might be The Witcher 3 and Witchfire, which is a game that's in early access on Steam, and I've had it for a while on the Epic Store. Another game that might be, games that might be obvious are, Warhammer Vermintide, and then Total War Warhammer 3, or, Rogue Trader and Darktide, or, I don't know. I mean, I have a whole bunch of other ones listed. Replaying the Dishonored franchise, and then the Plague's Tale games, things like that. There's like a pretty broad mix of games, and I'm looking at this sort of pairings collection. Hey, what's up, Justin? I'm looking at this pairings collection, and I'm considering how many days during the week do I want to contribute it, just so I can work through my backlog, get more content up on YouTube, have more experiences under my belt that I can reference, and then maybe I can sort of prepare my brain a little bit for some video essays, or maybe some kind of retrospective in the future that might be fun to do as like a video for YouTube, full blown, lots of recorded content, different things to talk about, probably focusing on narrative design. That's kind of where my interest is in. It's in the way in which storytelling is woven into game development, and I don't have a lot of professional experience. Hardly any professional experience in academics. I was an English and a creative writing major in college. I was in film production as well. I was double majoring for quite a while, and yeah, it continues to be an interest. Like I'll be that guy who will watch like a 2 or 3 hour, video essay. Well, not a video essay, but maybe like a retrospective of some sort on YouTube, and I'll whenever people are like comparing and contrasting, fight scenes or uses of CG or ways in which show don't tell work. I mean, a lot of that stuff fascinates me on YouTube. So I think there's a bit of it on gaming. I haven't seen enough. I guess I'm still looking, and I feel like every once in a while somebody will do a deep dive on like some game that I haven't heard about or a game that I haven't played in a long time, and it's always fascinating. So anyway, that's just a peek into some of the considerations that I'm having while I'm surviving as a dad and agonizing over what to play next. But that's long term. There's that, and there's also a sci-fi book club, which I have the bones of it, and again, it's about time and execution. But with this recent sort of resurgence, not resurgence, but this sort of like, I don't know, hypening of the 40k universe has made it a pretty interesting time. And I know everybody's kind of doing their lore videos. I wouldn't even bother to get into that space. But something where it's kind of like a slow burn, where we read through Khan's Ghosts, or we read through the Eisenhorn books, and summarize them, compare highlights, sort of illuminate the joy of the Black Library, and certainly other notable sci-fi books in the space. It would give me an excuse to crack open, and not just sci-fi and horror novels, but it would give me an excuse to crack open comics as well. And then it's just a matter of just collecting enough art to make a gallery and stuff, so that there's something simple but visually interesting up on the screen, and hopefully that's not too complicated. Anyway, I was away for a day, but I was doing a lot of meditating and yeah, that's that. Probably, I really hate talking about things that are not done yet. But if any of that spiel makes your ears prick up and you find it interesting, just cheerlead it, man. Look forward to it, cheerlead it, let me know, and this way I will kind of like double my efforts, sort of. It's super easy to kind of prioritize everything home related over what is ultimately a super casual hobby of mine to stream, but sometimes I can smell an obsession brewing inside my head, and I wonder if it's worth sharing, and so and that's up to you guys. So anyways, let's just get started with some Ruthless matches. That's what we're here for, so apologies. We're here to play some Space Marine 2, get some Ruthless matches going, hopefully win. I have been stealing opportunities during the day to get a match or two in when my son is asleep. Sometimes, not every day, but I will say that I've been having significant challenges making Vanguard work. And as most people have been commenting, at least on Reddit, and I'm pretty sure on Discord, the Thousand Suns are difficult. They are difficult. They don't yield the same way that the Tyranids do. And a developer interview, I forget the guy's name, but revealed that they started off development saying that they wanted to avoid the Chaos Space Marines being a chore to fight. And then at some point during development, they fell into the same relationship with the Chaos Space Marines that appeared to be the issue with the very first Space Marine. The Chaos Space Marines of the first Space Marine represented a severe shift in the vibe of the game in terms of like how combat felt. Orcs felt fun to fight. Tyranids felt fun to fight. As soon as you add in the Chaos Forces, it shifted. It felt like they withstood the Space Marines much better. You couldn't take advantage of some of the cinema of combat that happens when you're up close and personal. You needed a lot more cover. You needed to trade fire a lot more. There were less enemies on screen, but they were all more durable. You had to work harder to break through everybody's guard. I mean, I think that we could complain. I'm not gonna knock people for having a feeling that it's not fun or whatever. My first, second, third, fourth, and like 10th instinct though was to be as resourceful as I could to fight them, to embrace the challenge that they forced me out of my comfort zone with most classes that I have to work a little harder, and to kind of you know drink some copium, in the sense that the Chaos Forces are not. I mean, Tyranids are tough, but the Chaos Forces are the arch enemy. They're a unique brand of tough, and they have more intimate understanding of the strengths of the Imperial forces, especially Space Marines. I would imagine than most other enemies. So to feel that there's a fucking there's like a pushback, and that they're more dangerous, and that they don't yield as easily, and I feel like that makes sense. And then there, of course, is a question of, well, if they're harder, then why don't the ops that involve them reward more? And while that is a good critique, I I think that I think that there is a point where you run out of a need for experience, and you run out of there's no prestige or anything, and you run out of a need for even currency, and you cap out on currency. And the reason why you play ops mode with your fully fleshed out Space Marine that you've leveled up, the reason why you play ops mode after you no longer need XP or currency is because you have ultimately fallen for the game. Challenges and criticisms withstanding, like Space Marine 2 has had a very good release. Its PvP is pure simple fun. Its ops mode is some thick extension of the game's wonderful set pieces and production design and combat, and being a Space Marine generally feels good. And I think that it will just be a good time. It will just be a good time to sit down in the midst of whatever else might be going on, especially if it's just want to peel off, take a break, and play some Space Marine. I know it's going to feel good. And I think that as long as that core loop is good enough, not perfect, but good enough, then you'll just play it just to play it. Not because there's a carrot dangling, but because it's just a banging ass, really well done Space Marine game. And it's nothing else was competing in the space, because there aren't any other Space Marine games that you can really go to. I mean, maybe Bolt Gun, I guess, the boomer shooter, but really, they kind of got a corner on this very unique niche market, and they've done a pretty decent job. And so I don't think the focus on rewards, other than playing the game and enjoying that experience, is going to hold water, especially when a lot of people are going to be splitting their time anyway. Because, well, as September 24th and this week have shown us, everything's getting new content added, it feels like. and next month too. Like Alan Wake is gonna be getting their well, their next. I think they already dropped one, but they're like next expansion or DLC or whatever. Um, and I mean that's just one example, but oh, and Elite Dangerous, another game that I'm interested in, is going to be finally receiving its Power Play 2.0 update, which I don't have time to play currently, but I will be returning to. So there's a lot going on, and Space Marine 2's player count will dip, and then they'll release their operations before the end of the year, their 7th operation, and then it will rise again. And so we're just in the mix now. We're Space Marine 2 fans are going to be in the mix. Peeling off, coming back. Helldivers 2 has a resurgence. It's all good. It's all good. It's a good time to be a gamer. It'd be tough to be a developer and a publisher, but a really great time to be a gamer right now. Without further ado, let's just take a look at where we left off at our clan here, our posse. Alright, so sniper. Right. Okay. Alright, so obviously I'm just trying to get everybody above 20. So that's something that we could work on tonight. Let me finish up with Vanguard, and then I'll just move to sniper and then to bulwark. Bulwark, I'm starting to work on his fist. It should be fun. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this up, but this weapon, this weapon. Let me see something. Piercing 1, piercing 2. Firepower over here would be F5 also, so the carbines are the same. The range is higher here, so I can start off at further away. It just does not, like, I aim this thing to get headshots on a friggin' Chaos Space Marine, and that shit is going nowhere. Is going nowhere. I don't like. So here's where I'm at with the I know that the melter rifle is the favorite of the weapons, but I'm determined, at least during the time that I'm leveling them, to find the use. And so far, where I'm at with the carbines is that they are effective, more effective, just as most weapons. Basically, if a weapon does not truly shred or at least prep for somebody else a Majora's target, then I just focus on the Minoris to just clear the field, and then use melee and the parry system and dodge to take out the elites. I would like a weapon that would be more effective, but I think that's relegated to the snipers and plasma accelerator users, tactical and devastator, and I suppose the bulwark, because they have the plasma pistol. So I think anything plasma is more effective at the arm in the game, and that's not something you get as you don't get any plasma weapon, as you get the meltagun, which is useful for fighting hordes and stunning Majora's targets. But the way I've found to use Salvation of Baka for the most part is to aim high, go for those, go for headshots at a good distance. The range on this is 8. That means that I don't need to grapple in until I'm good and ready. Like, I should be able to take a nice big chunk out of the horde on the way in, or trade fire from a distance, which is useful. against enemies that are a pain in the ass, but have superior firepower. The problem is that the accuracy on Ruthless is really good, and once your armor is shredded, and I only have 2 bars of armor, I'm taking a lot of hits to my health in trade, so that's not the best position for me to be. Um, I so there are a couple of things. One, which of the moves, the combos, which I can't show here, for the combat knife, and in which order do they do the most or significant amount of damage, so that when I finally grapple in, I can finish the job that my carbine started? Is it the Skull Crusher? Is it some other combo? Is, like, my thinking is, I might not have discovered it yet, but if you follow the combo system, you can maximize damage within a short period of time. That's what I'm hoping. And there's a certain amount of rounds from your clip that will make it so that it makes sense to do this. It makes sense to, like, because if you grapple in too early, you exhaust your combo, you gotta roll away and run anyways, right? So you gotta use a certain amount of bullets on the dome. Kind of hard to reach shot at the, because all the chaos forces and their Zangorian counterparts, their heads peek out of the top, whatever. Their heads are like just small targets in general. So a certain portion of your clip goes to making it so that when you grapple in between the dive kick and the resulting hits from your dagger, in this case, should be enough to put them in a vulnerable state. I just haven't figured out how much, and obviously under pressure it's really difficult because you're constantly have to move and you lose track of who the hell you were focusing on. But I basically have not figured out how to be nearly as effective as a Vanguard against the Chaos Space Marines as I have been against the Tyranid, which I think everybody feels that way. And but the idea that they don't respond to our usual tactics should mean that the devs know about operating in a different way that would bring the advantage back to the Space Marines, regardless of what class you're choosing or which weapons you have employed. That there's some sort of, like, baseline within alternate playstyles that can still get the job done. The only clue that I have so far is that bolter fire from the Dreadnought that we assist on that one operation where the Dreadnought comes out and you gotta, I think it's a Sword of Atrium or Atreus or something like that. You gotta prep the battle barge. The Dreadnought, I'm guessing, uses heavy bolter fire. Okay, so what does that mean? Piercing damage? Like, piercing shows us that specifically what it does is it pierces consecutive targets with one shot. That's all we get. But on we don't show is that on energy weapons, let me just see this real quick. Time required to cool down the heated weapon. Yeah. So what we don't get is the effect of plasma on, let's say, armor or health. We don't get that. So somebody I know is doing the testing where they're like, I've seen them on Reddit. People are like logging into a map, shooting an enemy, dying intentionally so they can see the scoreboard. God bless them, or Emperor protects, right? And they are dying intentionally after doing like one hit, just so that the scoreboard at the end of the map, after they die, will tell them how much damage they did. And then of course they're doing some logic to figure out how that tracks across different variables. really good work. I looked a little bit at this and I instantly was like, uh, I like that this is out there. I know a lot of people are gonna find it valuable. I My son is acting up. I think I'm just gonna play the game. I I don't think I can sit here and actually parse this information out, crunch the numbers. Um, so I I'm forced to go by feeling because I can't nerd out as much as I maybe might have uh, in previous years. I have to just feel it out. I did this a little bit with Back for Blood, and I felt really confident about being able to talk about how the game felt just from trying different things out empirically. And then I got really intimidated because the folks who were playing Back for Blood, aside from me and were putting out content during the early access days, really did their homework. Like, I didn't. I think I'm just old man. You can go so deep with these numbers, and at the end of the day, I just kind of want to feel it out, me personally. So that's what we're gonna do. And if I can't figure out the carbine by the time I hit relic, and not finish getting all of the points for it, then one, I was gonna move on anyway, but I probably won't main this. For the Vanguard, I don't find it as effective as I want it to be, and it doesn't allow me to be in the thick of the combat. So the benefit of this would have been to start at range, but if that's not really doing the trick, then again, I might try the weapons and come back to it and feel differently. The Oculus Bolt Carbine, I think, is more for close range. So I think the fire rate. See some. That's so weird. So the rate of fire is 9. The rate of fire is 7. The accuracy is higher? No, the accuracy is lower. This has more piercing. This has a bigger clip. The rate of fire is slower. And between the first weapons on their list, the firepower is comparable. Just that it has a smaller clip. This has higher rate of fire. Reloading speed is marginally better. Range is much closer. What the fuck? How are you supposed to? I guess because it's not a 3-round burst? Is that where you get the benefit? Bro. Firepower and accuracy. Firepower and clip size. More firepower at 7. And more firepower, accuracy, and clip size at medium rates compared to everything else, but all rounder. That's very interesting. Comparable. It has more options at 8, 9 plus. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, it's a little confusing, man. It's a little confusing. I guess it's the automatic fire rate as opposed to the 3-round burst that does the trick. I look forward to playing with it. We'll figure it out before the end. Okay. Anyway. Hmm. I think I want that fencing option. Ophidian Liberation Alpha. And this is the Blood of Vosus. Okay. Cool. Alright. Enough with that. Let's see if I'm bugged out of the matchmaking. Nope. Oh, right. We can do it. Apparently, now you don't have to go to the title screen. Now you can just switch modes. So you can just switch to like the campaign mode, switch back to ops mode, and you can get back into the queue. Okay. First stop. Who's that on the... Looks like Assault and... I forget who that one is. Bowler? There's, I wonder... Apparently, the new op is coming before anything. So,
Your mission is to use the
I don't...
Promethium in the refiner.
The new class suggestions are... Wait. I didn't choose this. That was weird. Okay. I guess we're, what the fuck just happened? Normally I get a choice. Why do I have... Just randomly chose the build too? I like how even though the bodies die, you can still... Okay, I gotta remember. Okay.
This shall changing the master of recruits.
All right. Enemy wave imminent.
For the Imperium of Man.
Shit. Alright. Where did my health go? Alright, so remember this shit about blocking.
Deploying fragmentation.
I lost the shit. Okay, suck. I suck, I'm sorry. So, the whole thing about
That was no killing.
tapping and... Fuck this, man.
The honorific
Fucking Briar, man. That's so bad. I don't know what shield... I don't know what, Fuck. That's bad. I don't know what weapon I had, man.
Father died in valor, not in pain. Even without my brothers, I shall remain resolute and defiant.
I was not getting the parry going.
Clear a blast radius. All specs prime.
I feel bad. I feel bad. This is what happens when I don't play for a day.
Commencing all specs scan.
Okay.
Swapping magazine. Changing magazine.
Those briars are all over the damn place, man. They're really... It's very... Man, they're just spewing that shit out. Crowds the field. So effective.
Magazine empty.
I wonder if all of them go away the minute that you kill the owner of them. He's just chilling. Just be chilling. Man, it's so cool that they added mud getting on your armor in these maps. That's sight.
I expunge you from my bones. Exterminate poison twist. Located extra stills. Waste nothing, brothers. Ejecting stims. Fresh magazine in. Into the moor of death.
see if we can redeem ourselves.
It is deadly quiet. Reporting in. The team has arrived at the Imperial Guard encampment.
Talassa, you need to acquire the Astra Militarum demolition codes required to deploy and arm their ordnance. Source one from any soldier you see, alive or otherwise.
I have the codes, brothers. We have located the codes, Commander.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
Fill up on stings. So, what's for psychic onslaught?
Fuck.
Another Xenos atrocity.
Okay.
Prospects deep scan ready.
At least it was that one, wasn't the damn
No
is it Ravener or whatever the bullshit, because
medical war gear here.
I don't know if I was ready for that shit. Okay. If I can make it to the resupply station, I should be able to get my health back. And switch my weapon to the sword. Wait, was I? Oh no, I'm trying to level up the fist now. That's what I'm trying to do. I think I maxed out the sword.
Enough crude Prometheum here to burn for years.
Going this way? Prime facts. Beautiful.
Xenos life is destroyed. Get that artifact with everything we have. Location marked. Bask in the Emperor's glory. Advantage hereditary hate. Unwavering, despite the grip of vanity. Setting fragment. Shoot them, not me!
What kind of fucking god. Fucking almost did us. The Ghost of Tsushima spin-off? Yes, Justin. I don't think it's a spin-off, dude. It's not like it's the same map. I think it's a full-blown... I think the Ghost series is going to be something like James Bond, where it's going to be a full-blown game featuring a ghost, and it's just a different legend. I mean, I don't know if that's considered a spin-off or not. I think it's more like...
Ammunition here. Administering stimulus.
You know what I'm saying? But yes, I've seen it, and I'm excited for it because Ghost of Tsushima was excellent, dude. It was a beautiful game. It was a little bit rote for me in terms of like the open world stuff, but it looks cool. It's cool. I'm interested to know how, because it's a female, right? So I'm interested if it's gonna be cool, like Blue Eyed Samurai cool. I mean, I thought that show was cool on Netflix, or is it gonna ruffle the feathers of a big part of the vocal community that feels that female, you know what I'm saying? Like nowadays I feel like it's not. Hey, what's up, Spicy? Hello, man. Hello. Welcome. Okay, yeah, that's done.
Banner, ready to deploy.
Alright. I've actually just picked a...
Equipment found.
I picked a weaker weapon to start leveling up. That's what I meant to have. I think it's gonna respawn as soon as we click this thing. Yeah. Alright, I don't know how to use this fist.
That will do. Use the codes to prime the bomb and finish its deployment into the crypt premium well. Cautiously, if you know what is good for you.
Honor our chapter's colors.
What the hell? Oh shit. Nice. I didn't even see that Ravenous show up behind us. What a bitch.
That is heretical behavior.
Time to get to the fisting. Fist the shit out of these things, man. Fist them good. What's the combo? Oh my god. It's deep. So full light, full heavy. Thrust jab. Back fist. Hammer hook. Back fist 2. Thrust jab. Power amplification. Immune knockback. Wow. What's light heavy thrust jab back fist? Endure enemy attacks and strike back.
Instability detected in generator 2. Operator requested.
Let us spare the machine further harm.
Man, I took a lot of damage. Wow, I took so much damage.
Hurry it up, machine! Let us keep that swarm from ever reaching generator 4.
Wait, generator 4?
Generator 4's coming. Climbing is not permitted while in operation.
Our glorious battle strengthens our muscle. Consume your weapon now, hobbyist.
Y-axis aligned. Margin of error 0.0 nanometers. Blessed be the oldest science divine precision.
Progress is progress, brothers. We are almost there.
Attention. Crane drive is jammed. Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
Inserting round.
Damn it.
Drive train restored. Begin the course of locomotion adepts.
Oh my god, I can't believe I let him fucking do me like that. Finessed me. Son of a bitch. Fucking. I'm so mad.
Demolition deployment sequence concluded.
What a horrible exchange.
Sire's watchful oculus.
He's literally in my stun field. I go in there.
There is an observation
He
platform overlooking the Cryptomethium field.
executes his heavy animation,
Ambush.
clobbers me because I have bad timing on the jump in, follows up with a stun combo. I can't even fucking get out of it. What
Magazine out, magazine in.
the fuck? Oh god. Oh nice. Look who showed up. Another one. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Get him. Get him. Don't let him get you. Get him. He's trying to get the team. Don't let him get him. Okay. That's right. That's right.
Xenos can hide, but not for long.
That's right. These guys are carrying me.
Be ready.
I'm rusty, man. I was away for a day. What you want?
Together, brothers, we conquer all. That covering fire. Keep Too much damage. Sending frag grenade. Listen, snap. Amplify our banner. Fresh touch. I am venom. Stop that target from riding fresh warriors. Shoot them, not me! Fresh magazine. I died with my hands around your neck. I wager I can break your car. That is a confident boast, brother. Not a boast. A challenge.
A challenge.
I accept. Better I find a weakness in sparring than on the battlefield.
This guy challenges you as suspect, man. He's very into it. A challenge.
Resources acquired.
I will grab your fist and squeeze it and smile at you. Fucking intimidating, bro. Very intense.
We have arrived at Nozick's facility. Run distraction efforts as long as you can.
On my honor, I will ensure your mission is a success.
I will hold you to that.
Are we sure this place will hold together once that bomb goes? There will be more burn than bombs. Getting broiled is not an improvement. Where should I start this flag? That is corruption. Bask in the Emperor's glory. We were bred for this. Applying fragmentation. Too much damage. Steal your mind. Get them on! My Emperor died! Hear my defiant litany!
Oh shit. Fucking what the f- Oh my god. He's got nothing. See, if we won, everybody would have been happy. But now I'm feeling like they might be thinking we should have just stayed with the bot because he could have rezzed us. Fuck. Like, I gotta take responsibility, man. Not in comms, but you know, between me and you. Okay. Gotta figure out how to hold up fist and finesse with the fist. This, you know, the fist is described as doing sweeping damage. You know, like as if it's supposed to hit multiple targets. It doesn't exactly feel like that. It feels like I am taking big pauses between almost all my hits, and in that time I'm getting you know, messed up. Alright, let me Let's see here.
Where shall I plant this flag?
They might kick me. Let's see. The Horizon Zero Dawn remaster. That seems a little. You know what? Squad. That seems a little like Zero Dawn is a beautiful game. Okay, Horizon Zero Dawn is a beautiful game, and like I played it. I feel like I played it pretty much right before the sequel came out. It is wild to me that that's what they wanted a remaster for. The game still holds up. I read an article that basically said that they just need something for its PS5 Pro, you know, and so they wanted games that were sort of primed to take advantage of the new graphical fidelity or whatever. Whatever. I have no interest in buying it. The game still holds up. The original. What could they possibly add? The sequel's out, so you just want to play the first one now for the story. You're not hanging out in the first one. You're hanging out in the second one, if anything. And it's not exactly in the zeitgeist. It's a beautiful game, but like we are all satisfied. We moved on. It's the same with God of War, you know. I think you play the story and then you move on, you know. There are a lot of games that are shooting for like switch to. Oh, he wants to go. Yeah, he's gotta leave. I don't know, man. What do I want a remaster of? I heard that they were making a remaster of the Soul Reaver games, but it's just a skin. It's just like a texture polish, not like a full-blown Demon Souls remaster. That would be very cool to see a remaster of full-blown. You know, new set pieces, new voice work. You know. What else do I want to see a remaster of? X-Men for the Sega Genesis and X-Men 2 Clone Wars. I want that shit out right now. Apparently you can play that shit on internet emulators, and it's like web-based emulators. I played a little bit. I was like, I could stream this. This is pretty cool. And the websites have ads that pop up, but it's not. Didn't seem that bad to me. Like, I got a bug up my butt today because I was doing this pairing homework thing, and I was just like, which games go which games? And if I play Spider-Man, what do I want to play? I was Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Midnight Suns, easy layup. But what if I want to go back further? Yeah, X-Men and X-Men 2 Clone Wars. It's really simple. It's like they took the game design of like the Mario Brothers kind of. It dumbed it down. You get a melee attack and maybe a special attack. You jump up and down on platforms. The jumping is a little janky, you know. Sometimes you double jump automatically off a ledge. It's weird, but it still holds my imagination. Like, it's nostalgia, big time. So I don't know. Maybe one day. Alright. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to thin out. I don't know how to defend myself.
Fresh magazine. Closing round.
Plus those marked up discs. The marked up discs. Man, I try to. I'm too old, dude. I was looking up emulators. Nope. I tried to read the README. Nope. I can't. I don't know. I don't know what they said. They said some shit. I don't know what they said. All I knew was I couldn't do it.
Located extra stills.
Oh. Wow.
Calibrate your aim. Today, we slay hijack. Orders acknowledged. Reload. Launching frag grenade. Our glorious power strengthens our movement. Shoot them, not me.
Punch him out.
Refilling magazines. This tide of Xenos is ended.
Yay. So satisfying. I think it's yeah. I pulled it open like a lobster. Get some of that lobster like. Rip this thing off, juices go flying.
Fresh touch.
You don't like honeycombs? You don't like honeycombs, huh? For some reason, when I think of honeycombs, I think of a cereal that made use of the image of honeycombs. Was it honeycomb cereal? That's what it was. I remember honeycomb cereal. I ate that cereal. I liked it. It made me have a fond association with honeycombs. I didn't know that you could be afraid of honeycombs.
Them, not me. Our banner awaits unfurled. For the Imperium of Man. Unwavering, despite the grip of malady.
I have observed your silence, Valiants. How is your morale?
Strong. I would share my reflections, but I have observed you seem more comfortable in the
I am.
That is considerable.
I trust.
Trypophobia.
Noted.
I learned something new. Trypophobia. Don't like honeycomb. Put them honeycombs in the trash. No, but like bees, man. You know what? Speaking of bees, there was a bee in my house, man. First time ever. He crawled up to like the ceiling, and then I think he just gave up because he buried his like antenna in the corner, and he wasn't moving for a while. I saw him late at night last night. I was like, what the fuck is that? And I've never seen a bee in my apartment before. I collected it in a little bit of Tupperware with some honey water. It took me a while, and then I let him fly out the window. I was worried I was gonna hurt him. You know what I'm saying? I never seen a bunny be like that. I hear they're vanishing. Here that they're vanishing. This is gonna be a better run. It's gonna be a better run.
Not what we are looking for.
It's gonna be a better run. Yeah, his code's already. Look at that shit. This is usually where an extremist shows up.
Proceed to the Prometheum refinery and complete the demolition preparations.
No, we have screens, but the mosquitoes, flies, and I guess a bee, occasionally ladybugs, and a moth on the rare occasion. Will climb. So if the panes are open, they can get.
Banner, ready to deploy.
They can get between the panes of glass. They can get like they can arrive on the window, kind of get behind one pane and then the other, and somehow circumvent the screen. It's really frustrating. Or sometimes it'll just be oversight on our part. Like we lower the window and then it dislodges the pane of glass on the top. And I don't know. Like it just the pane of glass just comes down like a couple of centimeters, and then some busybody ass bug will just, yeah, what's in here, you know, and that's it. We're stuck in the apartment. And so I gotta go and like open a door or a window. I gotta get them into the bathroom, open the window. Hopefully they fly out. You know, whatever. I have tactics. I would kill them, but my aim is horrible. Like I'll get a towel and try to whip him out of the air, and it's a mess. I never land the shot. I fucking whiff left and right. I can't get them. It's easier to release them. I don't know what's wrong with me, man. You know, my aim shit. Shut fucking got fucked up. This is what I was worried about having him before. What am I doing? Yes. Thank you. Rat's really big. It depends. Look, New York is small on the map, but it's pretty big once you get here. There's a lot of different neighborhoods. So the neighborhood that my mom lives in, the neighborhood I live in, most places, you know, like. Wait, did I go the wrong way? Shit. I think I ran the wrong way. Hold on. My team. I don't see him. Oh, I see him. Okay. So anyway, yeah, you don't see rats around here. In fact, my old neighborhood you see in Brooklyn, it was like South Brooklyn. You would see possums and raccoons, oddly enough. And the occasional falcon. No, where you would see rats though are like touristy spots. Go figure. So if you're on the subway coming out of Times Square, you probably or 34th Street, Penn Station, you probably see some freaking rats on the subway, and they're really. Many of them are brazen. Every once in a while, a rat, much like a pigeon, will just hop on the subway. Oh, there's a GC over there. You gonna pick it up? Okay. So you're gonna my mom's apartment gets mice, not rats so much, mice. And she just throws them out the window, man. I feel bad for him. I gave my mom a humane trap so she could capture them with some peanut butter and let them outside. They're vermin, but they're kind of cute to me. I mean, I haven't seen them in mass in the way that like you'd have to be disgusted by them. You know, I've always seen one at a time on an occasion. So for me, it's like there's a novelty, and I feel bad. My mother, she's like Conan with these things, man. She'll beat the shit out of them, throw them out the window. It freaks me out. You know, I mean, I understand, you know, but
Looks like preparations were close before they got.
sell by the side, yeah. You're not just gonna have one favorite place. You're gonna have a collection of favorite places. Oh shit, he's gonna do it. Can do me, man. Okay, I need to learn how to duel these things because it's different. Fucking different. They came all the way over here. Dominoes? Dominoes isn't bad. Here's the deal. If you get a good slice from a good place, you're gonna get satiated with like one slice. Something about the dough, their fixings, you're gonna get satiated with one slice. If you have two, you're good. You're good for the afternoon. Dominoes, when you order Dominoes, you will eat a whole pie pretty much by yourself. The way that they make their pizza for some reason facilitates like eating by the bulk. So no wonder they give you deals on like 2 and 3 pies for a certain amount of money, because I don't know, it's just how they make their shit. It's just not satiating. You know, it's very tasty. It's very tasty, but you'll eat a lot. You'll eat a lot. So you know, but like, yeah, I have a spot by me where I really like. I really like them. I like how they do their crust. It's a good balance. They even beat the spot that I grew up at, and they make a buffalo chicken slice that I like really a lot, and they make like a ricotta and spinach slice that I like, and they make a grandma slice that I like, which is like fresh garlic and mozzarella sauce, and I mean I'm sorry, marinara sauce. I mean it's a Sicilian slice, I guess. That's what they call it when it's square. It's got garlic and parmesan on top, and it's a little thinner than a thick Sicilian, like a deep dish Sicilian. But I did not go and rescue the fucking distracted.
Alien into
Crane drive is jammed. Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
Okay. But I like all sorts of toppings, man. I like a pepperoni on olives or a pepperoni and red peppers, and it changes, you know, whatever I'm in the mood for. Generator? Fin generator 1. Let's go over there. Don't die, bruh. Don't die. I'll eat Dominoes. Just, you know. Fuck. Two grenades, baby. That's it.
Margin of error 0.0 nanometers.
Your local places there? Yeah. How are your I mean, you have some favorite spots? I don't know. I feel like it's hard for me to imagine like a place that doesn't make decent pizza.
We are ready to ambush the enemy.
There is an observation platform overlooking the Cryptomedium fields. It will make a good vantage for your ambush.
But so much more. Oh yeah, yeah. The thing that they say, you'll hear it, is that it's the water. It's the New York water.
Keep going forward.
I almost had a friend that felt so confident about that he wanted to basically have water shipped from New York to Brazil so that he could open up the New York pizza spot in Brazil because Brazil's got hot ladies in it. And at the time that he mentioned that, I was of the mind to believe that he was spot on. But you know, I don't know. Yeah, I have to eat more pizza elsewhere. I actually haven't had pizza in too many places outside of New York, so. Like, I don't remember being like, what the fuck is this? I don't remember that. Actually, you know what? I may have experienced that and then removed it from my mind as like heresy. Like, I can't even, I think I might have had that experience, but I don't remember where it was. I don't remember where it was.
Fresh magazine in.
Look, good pizza feels a certain way, man. And I think anybody who's trying to make pizza is probably probably learning what it takes to make good pizza. You know what I'm saying? Such that they are mimicking good spots. I'd be surprised to find bad pizza, honestly. You know? Probably more where I think it's more of a trap for me is tacos, because tacos tacos require an ethnic validation. Like, I'm Latin, but I'm half Puerto Rican, half Cuban. I don't, you know, my Mexican cousins have gotten on my case for enjoying Taco Bell, you know, and I'm sorry. You know, I had to apologize because yes, no, it should be. Like, I started learning that it's a soft shell tacos that you want to base your taste buds on, not the hard shell tacos. The hard shell tacos is more of like an American invention.
No going back, brothers.
And so the soft shell tacos. So I'm in Florida, driving back from Key West, and we had some fish tacos in this like place that advertised like being known for fish tacos. It was off the highway. Forget what it was, and but we had a damn good fish taco, and I thought, this is different. This feels like a vacation in my mouth.
Confidence is a disadvantage.
You know, so yeah, no, there's definitely a tiering system. There's a hierarchy to tacos, man, and then a good place will do it right. Like, thankfully, there's a lot of really good Mexican spots in New York. I mean, you can pretty much grub up, like, you could be, I feel like, anywhere, and you'll find
Ready to deploy.
a spot that will have it. Did someone pick that up?
Restoring
Oh my god, why did I do that? I was just... I get automatically healed from this shit.
Deep scan ready. Our banner awaits
Did not need to
unfurled.
pop that.
keep going forward.
No man, I'm a
Losing efficacy.
I like a good Caribbean spot, Cuban spot. I'll always enjoy burgers. I really like Five Guys. I've tried In-N-Out. I've tried
Main
what's
swarm
the other one?
sighted. We await your signal, Captain.
Dig in. We need that bomb
Forget the other
triggered for
one.
optimal yield. Orbital
I've
scan
tried like
estimates
Shake
the bulk
Shack.
of the swarm will not be in
It's
position
still
for
Five
a while
Guys for me.
yet.
Me
Keep your
personally, I
heads
think Five
and
Guys
get
is
it
it.
done.
And but there are also a lot of restaurants that do burgers very well. They just do them well, you know. And like a lot of places around like pride themselves on making good burgers. We got a place. There's
I have the Prometheum ready.
there's a a chain, just a couple of stores I think called Burger Box. They make a pretty good burger. And then there's others. We just found a new spot that makes ribs. It's a barbecue spot that does brisket and ribs and things like that. Man, what a find! A little pricey, but
Enemies on our rear flank.
this team is much better. So I sucked before. Maybe the whole team sucked. This team is much better.
Spore mine.
Who wants to set the next fire trap?
Reload.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
I am in venom. That is heretical
He's
behavior.
gonna kill me. Oh fucker.
Rearm. More hostiles entering engagement range. We crush the ravenous brood. Enemies are taking a scaling formation.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta learn how to fist right.
Position is no longer secure.
I don't know how to fist right. I don't know what this like.
The swarm has almost fully committed. Be ready for my mark.
Unleashing frag grenade.
I'm hanging in there. My fist.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
My fist. My fist.
You are clear to ignite when ready.
Where shall I plant this flag? Quarters reporting. Our operation is a success.
Tyranid bioscience down 90% and full. Swarm annihilation confirmed. Excellent work. Move to extract. Extraction.
My fist. Fist it up. Fisting. All right, so let it be known that I'm trying to get everybody maxed out so I can talk about it, and I want to finish the Dawn of War franchise. But I own the Forever Winter early access, and I'm a little jealous that I didn't finish this in time to really sink my teeth into that, but I will eventually. I'm gonna get into that, but just gonna have to be scrubbing it out with the like second, third wave, and then depending on where we end up with that, I may open it up and play that while occasionally returning to this and playing melee damage. Oh, what else was that? I think I'm gonna dabble in Helldivers 2 again, and I'm gonna try to finish my run of Armored Core. This is what's gestating in my brain. 2 levels, baby. Nice.
My thanks.
Okay. So, what are the kind of perks we get here? Heavy attacks restore more contested health. Applies to the following test: thrust, jab, back fist, hammer hook, back fist, 2 thrust, jab. Really? Heavy attacks preparation times reduced by 30%. Oh. Both of them get a melee damage increase. Is this one? Melee damage increased by 10% when you have full armor. So if you don't take any armor damage because you're shield. The preparation time is reduced by 30% when your health is below 30%. A successful back fist 2 or thrust jab 2 attack restores 1 armor segment. From health below 30%, you take 50% less health damage while preparing heavy attacks. Melee damage against chaos. After a successful heavy attack, the next light attack damage deals 10% more melee damage. The combo. Power wave forward distance increases from 4 to 8. Applies to the following attacks: thrust, jab, back fist, hammer, hook. 4 to 8 meters. Melee damage against Majora's level enemies is increased. Enemies hit by cannon punch deal 30% less damage for 4 seconds. Switches the thrust jab with the ground shake. Slam the ground to deal air effect damage in a 10-meter radius. Oh, bro. I have to decide if I want a fist that will be good against mass units, or if I want a fist that will be good against Majora's targets. I think, wow, that is interesting. It's a shame that the perk system is not tied to the loadout, because I'm sure that there's a way to go in both directions. But when I'm surrounded, see, fuck man, the ground shake. The ground shake could be fun. And I'm guessing that in most cases you're gonna have allies that are gonna like this will put me in more of a support role where I'm diminishing the mm, area effect radius. So you hit the enemy with the cannon punch every 4 seconds. So you do 30% less damage. And then you do a heavy attack, light, light. When your health is below 30%, you take 50% less health damage while preparing heavy attacks. Light, heavy, something like that. Heavy attacks restore 100% more contested health. Applies to the following attacks. Swift recovery. Yeah. The question is that when I have this active, can I survive all the bullshit? We're gonna go single target. I'll leave my pistol to do the work against light units. What's the difference? The block. Melee weapon that deals far-reaching wave damage, whatever that means. That doesn't make sense to me. It makes it seem like you'd have more cleaving potential or some shit. We're gonna go balanced, I think. Or do I want to go? Yep, balanced. I think. Oh, Forever Winter is another game. Forever Winter is. It's a PvE extraction shooter. That is new and fresh and janky. Just dropped on Steam yesterday. And yeah, I'm supporting them and I want to stream that game. I do. Non-finisher gun strikes always restore armor. Tremendous level enemies. Oh. Well, we're missing this whole thing. I am supremely dissatisfied with how many games I've left unfinished, man. What was it? No Rest for the Wicked. And Armored Core. And the Phantom Liberty DLC. Words of the Fallen. Bunch of other stuff. V Rising. I didn't even finish the Final Encounters in Once Human. I just have moved I think, pretty aggressively through a lot of games, and I haven't got my satisfaction. I haven't beaten them, you know, because 2023 was so busy. I can't believe we're already almost through 2024. This year is gone like a freaking blur. It's my son, man. It's like he makes the time fly, but in a weird way, because it feels like it's forever at the same time. This year is so exhausting, but it's also going by fast. Anyway, so what I want to do is I want to get these guys capped out, at least on the PvE side, and I'll probably go away and come back to it, because I still want to max out my characters in PvP, and I want to replay the campaign on the hardest difficulty. But yeah, and also I didn't finish Dawn of War yet, the Dawn of War franchise run. Like if I do a franchise run out to finish it, it's difficult when you leave it half done. You want to go back to it, it feels weird. I mean, I don't know if this is a smart move, to be honest, Justin. I never know what's going to work out. I feel like I've had counterintuitive decision making. I would have been playing, let me see, today Darktide came out with a nifty new update, and Forever Winter came out. But both those ones are super saturated. Just a little while ago, I had a peak of 11 viewers across Twitch and YouTube. I barely get into the double digits. It didn't last, but that's the kind of thing that happens when you're playing the old thing while everybody else has moved on to the new thing. I wish I could do that in a more strategic and explosive kind of tactical way, where I'm always where there's an opportunity to be seen and to win. But much like the rest of the mob, I'm interested in the new shit, so I'm always just, lost in the shuffle. And I think there's a kind of benefit for delaying satisfaction in staying with the game a little bit past its height. As everybody peels off, there's an opportunity to be seen. And that's the theory. Let's buy these. And think about this. Shield Bash, I think, only works against Minora's targets. It doesn't seem to do much against the Majoras. How did I do this? I think I had perfectly timed parry creates a shockwave, and perfectly timed parry does area effect. And then I have 20% less health from Terminus level enemies. I think that's probably the benefit. If you're at Terminus, has got to be the bosses that show up. Wait, what are the other options? Banner restoration? When the banner is activated, it revives 10% less damage. I think the revive is probably stronger. Right? Wait, what? Perfectly timed parry. All squad members within the banner's area effect take 10% less damage, and the banner deals a small amount of damage over time to enemies within its area effect. I mean, maybe we should do that. The banner restores armor 300% faster. Its duration is reduced to 5 seconds. How long does this last? Health increased by 20%. And the other option is 300% faster, but your team has got to be able to get to you. Interesting. Very interesting. When your armor is defeated and when you're surrounded by more, you take less damage. Or I can let the shock. I gotta remember that when I'm not playing Bulwark, if I see a shock, I should focus my attention on enemies in the shock because they're probably taking more damage. After a shield bash, melee damage increased by 25% for 5 seconds. After a shield bash, melee damage increases. So the shield bash does more damage, and then you can get the heavy hits in. Well, okay, fine. When your armor is depleted, a reserve shock grenade automatically detonates at your position, which would... Oh my god. Perfectly timed parry incapacitates. On top of a perfectly timed parry creates a shock. And a perfectly timed parry deals area effect damage. Like, all that shit is tight. But if I want to go with armor depletion so that it comes back faster, right? Does that mean that every time my armor depletes? Oh no, it's a 2-minute timer. And this is 2 minutes for this auto incapacitation. Damn. Well, let's do shield bash, shield bash, shield bash. Try to do more shield bashing. And then we could do, let me see. Shield bash, shield bash, shield bash. Let's do armor bits. % less health damage from transmissible enemies. So let's go armor and armor, and then the shock is over here. And then perfectly timed parry creates a shock. Okay. We want to take advantage of this extra damage. So we'll create the shock areas. The only thing is that when armor is depleted, but our base rate of getting armor back is improved somewhat. So shield bashes should be prepping our heavy shots. Anyway, that was 21. What else needs to get changed? I think I got new arms. I got skulls on my fan braces, looks like. What am I missing? Weird. So the same fucking shit. I wonder if that's a glitch. Alright, so now it's Sniper and Vanguard. Alrighty. Let's get another game going, see if we can be a proper Vanguard. Alright. I'm going as
Ordnance on me. Arming up. Magazine.
Man, I should have been able to get all my health back. I'm mother pissed off. I like forgot which button was my attack. It's weird. I guess it's just late. That's all it is. Dude, what the hell?
Proceed, brothers. Our brethren barricaded this entrance to stall any attackers. Commune with the crane and engage it to remove the obstructions.
To the crane, brothers. Smells like fresh munitions.
La-di-da. Let's try to win.
Wish this thing moved faster.
Take the high ground.
There's a lot of good angles here, but I will make it work.
That
You
was...
are nearing the vessel's site, Talassa. Ensure nothing further impedes your progress.
really quick.
Check that spot.
Come on, man.
Finished and ready.
Oop, 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 oop.
No turning back now. Dispensing stings. Feel your packs, brothers. Those markings are not in scripture. Xenos.
We will report it to the Ordo Xenos. Continue with the mission. There are more pressing heresies that need our attention.
Focusing on primary objective.
Arming up. Temper on back. Reloading. Magazine out. Magazine in.
Burn.
Into the more of the day.
Burial world.
Temerians honored dead deserve their eternal rest.
Get this psychic thing out of my eye!
Captain Akarat, your Ultramarines are late. You're under heavy attack and need reinforcements.
We have visual on your location.
Make haste, lest your tardiness lead to the harm of our blessed vessel.
I gotta remember with these armor targets that they will do an unblockable attack as often as they'll do a blockable one, not in close quarters.
Happy to oblige.
Eyes here. Grappling will just set. Arming up. Loud and clear, brother. That's all you got for suckling at the demon's teeth. Every sorcery! A storm will pull the fire! Sending frag grenade! Bolt available. The minions of the arch enemy are no more.
Adequate performance noted, Talassa. I have opened the gates.
Open the gates.
Computations are clear. We cannot preserve this blessed vehicle with such a meager number of troops. Talassa is not there to provide you with protection.
You call it meager.
That battle march for flight. It couldn't possibly break free of Demarium's gravity in its present condition. We only require that it reach the enemy vessel and destroy it. I had thought you as...
The engine should provide sufficient lift, but the vessel's fusion batteries are fully depleted. There's no charge to start the ship's reactor.
Point us to the nearest charging facility.
Let's go. Oh man, this fucking thing. This is a pain in the ass, man, I swear. Good times when you win, but fuck, it can get really intense.
In our possession.
Due to the volatile nature of the fusion battery, safety protocols prevent it from moving without an attendant. Lead it along the tracks to the junction station.
Finished and ready.
Construction identified. There are several consoles for managing the tracks nearby. You must perform the appropriate rites of alignment to achieve the desired geometry. Assuming they possess the ability to extrapolate accordingly.
The ultimate screen that includes for reasoning and spatial awareness.
Considering this plan of theirs, I have my doubts.
This son of a bitch.
Assuring mission readiness.
I don't. Oh man, I don't have his timing. Oh, we got him. Okay. Shit. Alright. Don't get boxed in there. And get my own battery charged. I killed myself. Backing up into that shit. Man, that shit is rough. You can't get out. That's your ass if you get in there.
Smells like fresh munitions. I die with my hands around their necks.
Oh, shit. Oh shit. Got pissed. You're gonna come this way? Oh, it had to be charged twice. I see.
Your Messiah has blessed you with an abundance of power. Perhaps in the machine god's influence, they permit the transgression you're about to commit. Do not speak beyond your ken, engine seer. It does not take a locust to see this act of desperation.
I die with my hands around their necks.
I think as long as he's out, other shit isn't spawning.
Arming up. May I be reborn as a dreadnought.
That's right, bitch. Yes. Keep that shit going, man. Keep it going.
And ready. That covering fire. Keep them, boss. Too much damage inflicted. Into the morgue, death. Ensure that iron-clad traitor has seen his last battle.
What the fuck? Oh shit. Wow. What the fuck, dude? What the? My god, I couldn't go anywhere. Where were they?
Charging sequence initialized. 0.01% and rising. Dalasa, we are almost there. What is your status?
Oh, use that shit to blow him up.
Obtaining armaments.
The lesson. Transmitting targeting signal now. You can use boosting.
This guy's still doing this, dude.
Data is clouded, Lieutenant.
Fuck him up, man. He's keeping him busy. Oh, man. Alright. Busy having a good time. Nice. Nice, dude. Nice. Shit.
The answer is primed for ignition.
Oh, shit.
The vessel is ready. May this machine's service be forever remembered.
The Atreus is ready to launch.
Lock target now.
Routing signal data through telemetry systems. Numerous errors detected due to signal interference.
He's got no health.
Calculating trajectory.
And he's got a Terminator fucking on.
Get me back in there. Whoever slays an Astartes forfeits their life.
You did it!
The eye have an end so steep. Fiery vengeance.
You did it! Sloppy.
Of the machine
You did it!
wrath. This would bring tears to my eyes if I still had them. I have
Oh man. That sniper pulled it off, man. If he had been slain, we would have had no backup. And if he couldn't go invis, he might have been shot up by that Terminator that was chasing him down. But man, I got done dirty, man. I was at the top of that ramp and I should have known that there was a cluster of bitches just waiting up there. But I backed up into them and they all said whoop. Like a railroad, man. That was not nice. That was not nice at all. They were like choo choo. Alright. It's not often that I win with this guy though. That's for sure.
I shall return this favor.
No, what is that? Kill enemy source armor a little bit earlier. That's interesting. Okay. The drill goes to reclamation. Perfect parry windows increased by 50%. your armor is depleted. Alright, so melee damage is increased against Majoris level higher enemies. Okay. You can format clips. A highlight reel. Oh, but I would need highlights, wouldn't have you been? I don't know if anybody's been putting clips up on the channel. I feel like I'm kind of not even sure like what's clip material. I mean, yeah, every once in a blue moon I'll say some dumb shit, or maybe get an epic win. But they are really key moments, and my finger typically isn't on the button. You paying attention? Well, okay. That's. I thought you would have mentioned something like that before. Oracle antidote. Interesting. Okay, well. I, but yeah, man. If you give it a shot, that'd be interesting. Yeah, Twitch is doing a bunch of stuff, but I feel like it's hard for me to take advantage of most of it because, there's not enough. I don't know, like exchanges that tend to happen. It's like a lot of small chat, small audience. Laugh about a chocolate storm. Chocolate storm. Chocolate storm. Chocolate storm was the name that Jumpy told me to get in the Genshin Impact bacon. I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Genshin Impact bacon. That's funny. Let's see here. Do we just want to go all defensive? After killing 10 enemies, diving kicks damage is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. Tenacity. Yeah, but what's that? Diving kicks damage is increased by 25%. So you dive kick, the damage is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. Wait, after killing 10 enemies, then diving kick, you get tenacity. Then you get shockwave. Yo, I bet some pigs, I bet, like, you know, when they run from you, it's like a game. They're like, oh, he's chasing me, and everything's funny. Then you catch them, and then you take bacon from them. And then it's not funny anymore. Okay. 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 I guess I was farming at that moment. I forgot about Genshin Impact. And that was a while ago. Genshin Impact. Half a decade old. Oh, I see. Yeah. Wait a second. You take. You take 20% less melee with 10% more range. But then you get your attacks up, you get 50% less range. And then isn't there another one around here that like helps you get? After perfectly timed parry or dodge, you take 15% less. Okay, so a perfect parry or dodge. So then you would want the parry window, and you'd want perfect parry. And so this allows you to just parry a lot of stuff. Equipment charge restores equipment charge by 1. So what would you put that out? Crack, I would imagine. Crack grenades, you know, or I don't know actually. Deal 20% more melee damage. Let's keep the melee damage up. Then when you dive kick, additionally deals 5% meter. So that's more like killing 10 enemies in rapid succession. Diving kick's damage is increased by 25% for 10 seconds. So if we did that, performing finisher with grab no launcher restores its charge. Performing a finisher with a grapnel launcher restores its charge. In order for this to make sense, the enemy, man, the enemy has to be isolated, right? Because army, I guess you can grapple away. Like if I just go full out offense, then the circumstances under which I need to clear out as many in the field as possible and draw the Majora's targets to me, and rely on my parry window to survive. And as for the range, well, the only time that I would get some range damage resistance is after perfect parry or dodge. Performing finishers of the grapnel launcher, which means that, isn't there something about okay, no, that's not the right one then. Oh, yeah, see, performing a finisher with the grapnel launcher restores its charge. Performing a finisher with the grapnel launcher deals a small amount of damage to nearby enemies. That'd be cool. So, that would remove tenacity. Killing 10 enemies in rapid succession, diving kicks damage is increased. If you perform a finisher, you don't do the diving kick, do you? Let me see. It repels you to an enemy, allowing you to perform a diving kick. Allowing you to perform. Do I have to press a button to do the diving kick? Does it happen automatically? I'm sorry. We have to experiment with that because I think it's possible that that's something you have to activate. It says it allows you to perform a diving kick. I don't know if it's automatic. Level 19. Yuck you says ass. Let me ask you something, man. Is it like one of those, like the Mona Lisa, that statement, where whatever you envision is like, that's like a reflection of your psyche, right? Because we don't understand what the Mona Lisa's face is trying to convey. That's the whole thing about it. The more you look at it, the more you're like, is she smiling? Is she not smiling? You can't tell. And it's this painting that captures ambiguity, right? So it's like your comment is just an at symbol and $2 which begs the question, by what filter and lens do I interpret this message? This message could mean so many things. It's the Mona Lisa messages, bro. Ass. At sign and $2. Wow. Wow. I didn't know that my mind was going to be blown at this point. It's like 3:30 in the morning, bro. Wow. And it's fitting that I'm stuck in a loading screen, because this is about the pace that my mind is able to, access the truisms of life. I can't crack it right open at this hour because I'm so freaking tired. So I just, like, my mind, I have a loading screen in my mind. I bet I'll wake up tomorrow and think, ass, like, eureka. Like, fucking, I get it now. You know, I just need a little shut eye, some orange juice, fresh squeeze in the morning, or out of the Tropicana carton, whatever. You get home style OJ, a little bit of pulp, because you know there's fiber in the pulp, and it helps you with the sugars of the fruit. It's just the best way to consume fruit in a way that doesn't overload your body with sugars that otherwise it's challenged to process. That's why fruit is great as it is. Fruit juice can be problematic. You know. You know, the only reason why I'm in this is because the game has been known to like make a comeback and load up, even though it takes a while. It's been known to do that. I be saying random shits when you drink the whiskey. When you drink the whiskey, oh, I have God, I have a couple of different brands of whiskey, but the recent one that I've been enjoying has been Glenlivet. It was a gift to me. Uh, it's like a 12-year single malt Scotch that you could go through like half the bottle and feel really nice. And if you just have some calories in your system, you know, and you don't you just chilling, you know. Um in my experience, it has not left me with any kind of like hangover symptoms or anything like that. You know, you really truly can sip it, feel nice, and not have much of a cost the morning after. I think you have to have the right chemistry though. I feel like different people respond to different liquors. I had the very opposite reaction with rum. I could sip rum. I felt like I should have been genetically predisposed to rum. I'm from the, you know, I inherit blood from the Caribbean. So, uh, yeah, sugarcane. I thought it would be fine. It actually does give me a headache. I have problems with rum, but whiskey is can be very nice. You know, it can be very nice. But yeah, Glenlivet. I've been enjoying it. I'm surprised. There was another brand I liked before it got replaced by this one. And oddly enough, tequila. I have a cousin who, if he drinks tequila, he will just end up throwing up all over the place. You know, but I've been able to drink quite a bit of a bottle of Patron and feel quite nice the next day. You can't drink rum anymore? Yeah, man. I don't know. I mean, maybe I have to mix rum. You know, some liquors you can get by if you mix it, but I don't think so. I don't think so. I think then it's just like a Trojan horse at that point. I'm gonna have to reload this game. Damn it! You can't go more than beer. You don't go more than beer. I haven't had a beer in a minute. I'm gonna have to reload. It's a bummer. Somebody added me as a friend 7 minutes ago. Friend time. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. I haven't had a beer in a minute. I like beer, but it gives me gas. So if I'm gonna be a little gassy, I it really has to be like with the bros. Not that I'm like a fart machine or anything like that. I just feel a little bloated, you know. I think if I had the right food, then it's fine with beer. But I don't know what the right food is. I have to experiment, you know. I mean, it could be all those finger foods they serve at the bar, but I'm older now. I can't be eating all that. Yeah, that stuff. I have to. It's got to be dinner. Your time says 12:34. Yes, 3:34 over here. What part of the world are you from? sipping whiskey is really nice. Or I've been getting to tequila. Yeah, yeah. I find tequila to be nice. We got a gift of Patron, and or maybe we gifted ourselves. I forget. We were celebrating. We did the thing with the salt and the lime. So what is it like? You lick your hand. You put it with salt. You drink the shot, and then you bite down on the lime wedge. I think it is. I think that's the ritual. And yeah, man, I think we finished the bottle. West Coast. West Side. California love. Yeah, I'm East Coast. I'm New York. I've only recently been to California for the first time. Like, I want to say last year. And I went to I should have changed my build. I just realized. I went to San Diego. No, San Francisco? Shit. Was it San Diego? Was the place that has like really high hills and a lot of car theft. That's the place I went to. I can't now remember. And really steep hills and a lot of car theft. And then we went to San Simeon along the coast, and then we went to Almahurst. It was a conference. I was accompanying my wife. She was doing some work. Fucking fucked everybody up. I'm so upset. I'm so mad. It's fucking embarrassing. I could not clutch. Damn it. Yo, one day I'm gonna clutch one day. I swear I'm gonna change my username to I'm gonna clutch one day. Fucking Dark Tide in this. I wanna be able to clutch. I can't clutch, man. I can only clutch my asshole. You can't clutch, you can only clutch your asshole. That's how I feel right now. Unclutchable. Can't be, man. I gotta be able to develop that skill. You know what? I fucking have a goal, man. I want to be able to clutch at 50. I don't know what kind of exercises I need to do. I gotta figure it out. I got 9 years to learn how to clutch. 50 clutch master. I want to be able to introduce myself at parties. At my wife's place of employment as the clutch master. What do you do for a living? Well, I clutch. And then I smile. a knowing smile. You ladies know what a clutch is? It's when it looks like everybody's gonna die in a video game and then I fucking pull out a bad strats and then I fucking win, epic win, and then everybody go That's it. Just like that. Alright. I gotta switch some things up. Okay. I need to be able to survive. So we're gonna try. See what happens. Yeah, Clutch Master in the house. Clutch Master in the he's Step up into the party. Don't women call a purse a clutch? Isn't that like an old-timey name for a purse? Let me grab my clutch. That's my clutch. I wanna like mix metaphors. So I'll be like having a purse, talking about switching lanes on the highway, you know, stepping on the clutch I got in my hand, while saving the team. Nobody's gonna know what I'm talking about, but they will want to know. That's the intention, is that I'll say some shit that doesn't make sense and I'll be like, oh yeah, you know, and that, I mean, that's kind of how you start a cult, but I wouldn't go all the way cult. I just, it'd be like, oh, I wish that was the clutch cult. Everybody's clutching now. Everybody's grabbing their clutch, pressing on that clutch, clutching for the epic win, baby, in life. Clutch Master. It's just transcendent word. It's just transcendent.
Retaking those sectors is a lost cause. Bombardment from orbit risks collateral damage, so we need a more targeted approach. Commandeer a Nova Cannon implosive warhead from the Navy supplies.
Elon Musk will develop a Neuralink profile that allows for expert clutching based upon the legend of the Clutch Master. The legend.
The battle disturbs Havarax's arid landscape. Thus tools can rise within warning. If conditions obscure the path, look for the flashing guideposts.
Swapping out magazine. I reached sighting. No storm will delay our relentless.
Advance one and is clear.
Finish and ready. Ready to tune
I getting shot from behind somewhere? Oh yeah. Take that. You dead? Alright, now he's dead.
Hawk available.
I could develop like a phrasing. Like, step away from the clutch. It's spoken for. What's he trying to say? I'm sorry. That could be interpreted all but one way. These clutches are off limits, baby. Ah.
House tactic ready. Pepper up now. Another dust approaching.
Alright, so, man, the Majora's, Tyranid Majora's is so much easier to deal with, dude. It's kind of crazy. Kind of crazy. Like, I can't do that to a freaking Thousand Sun. Let me see this combo list. The Skull Crushers. You would think that that is a moveset that would be a heavy hitting attack. I've tried these, they don't really do that much. Whirlwind Slash is for groups. Heavy Swing, heavy combo. Try the heavy combo.
Into the more of death. Smells like fresh munition.
Arming up.
A tragedy that all these munitions cannot be unleashed upon the alien scum.
The alien
Activate the quartermaster's console and wake the machine spirit. Instructed to load the implosive warhead onto the train and assist it when necessary.
Your task is to affix a Nova Cannon implosive warhead to that train.
Understood?
Acknowledge. Commencing transfer protocols. Attention. Services not found. Operators required to complete the transport process.
Oh shit. Really? Oh. Oh. So I can look there. What the hell?
The bindings have been loosened.
Oh, that was.
Escort the payload to the train.
Stay there, vermin.
Okay. Alrighty. More bloody.
Thermal launcher set.
More bloody.
New partner.
I am airborne ready.
This guy would fit right in at like a Dia de los Muertos event.
Is the pride of the armory.
Agreed.
Good talk.
It's just about the right color scheme and mask to go with it. What's that movie? Encanto? I think. It was a cute movie. I need some Healy heals.
Pleasing mission to reflect continuous atmospheric heritage.
Everybody has full health but me. It proves that I'm doing something wrong, I think. I can neurothrope in the dark. Oh shit.
Mission. Service was functioning normally.
About to die. Oh, wow.
Taking cover is advisable, but unnecessary.
I'm about to die. Shit. Oh.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
I'm running out of ammo. Oh, fucking ammo. Oh, 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 they did it. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Get thy hands off my clutch. My clutch is most precious. Precious clutch of mine. On the highway. Highway clutching.
Finally through that damn gate. Bridge is up.
We get shot from the rear. Motherfucker. a button?
Atmospheric conditions have returned to normal.
I have no ammo. I need more ammo. They got him? They got him.
No storm will delay our vengeance.
Almost. Yeah, I think.
Ready for next encounter.
Weapon holds only
No more rounds.
None of us have ammo. That's funny. None of us have ammo.
Thought we would have encountered more Xenos by now.
War is our purpose.
Obstruction detected. Removal is required to commence.
I will see it done.
That particular mob, there are circumstances under which you just have to run. Bosses will spawn at a really bad time where no one has ammo.
Administering stings.
I don't know if there would be a gene seed in this area. I'm actually not sure.
Not found. Resuming search.
What? Grab you! I was about to do that.
Got him.
Bury that borrower.
I shall sing.
I think my man runs faster than the
Not found.
others.
Resuming search.
You know, every time I come through here, I have to take in a little bit more. That train yard got fucked up.
Brother, why is it you do not approach all your duties with the same gusto as you engage here?
How is it you can muster the same enthusiasm for command debriefings?
It is imperative we learn from our victories.
I will fight on the battlefield. You can learn from my actions afterwards. Rebel just set.
All specs primed. No telling what surprises await.
Alrighty.
Ordnance in place, Lieutenant. Give us the word.
Good. Deploy it.
Oh, I like the bolt with the grenade launcher. It's cool, man.
Time to bury this line of relations.
Engine power depleted. Initiating charging cycle.
Talassa, I have multiple swarms moving to your location. You have their attention. Deal with them swiftly. We will not get another shot at this.
Brothers, it occurs to me the Xenos are unaware they must catch a train.
Cogitating proposition. There are engines in service that may be routed along the parallel tracks. Route changes may be made by a dispatcher at the track's control terminal.
Dispatching engine. Ensure all services are ready.
Our mission and our honor are both at stake. To war!
Nice.
Charging system detected. Engine seer requested to perform rites of restoration.
Alright, which side?
Armor to the mechanicus device. You will need to keep close proximity to the charging station until the reset is complete.
Perform the rites of restoration at the afflicted charging station's machine interface, and the circuits will be reset. If the problem persists, engine seer. An emergency maintenance request is awaiting your immediate attention.
We coordinate precisely. Fix the charging station and defend the crane simultaneously.
Swapping out magazine. Book available.
Alright. So apparently the next operation has something to do with like a capillary tower. They showed a screenshot and there's these massive tendrils going up into the atmosphere. It's probably connected to one of their hive ships. And somebody wrote in the comments of this one video I was watching that only happens when the planet is damn near completely tapped in terms of like biomass for the swarm, and they're just trying to, you know, they sense that they can push and, you know, kill the last defenders of the planet, at which point they put out these pools at the base of these capillary towers, and the remaining Tyranids that are there with nothing left to kill will just dissolve themselves in the pool to return that biomass material to the hive fleet so that they can produce new units for the next war. So the question is that what's happening to one of the planets in this system, and or is that simply the beginning of something like that, and it's going to require us to maybe go towards one of these hive ships? I don't know what's possible, but yeah, it's cool. And that was a pretty smooth run. And also, I switched to more of the defensive perks, and I felt more stable. But again, I would have to test myself against 1,000 suns and see where that lies. Okay, it is 4 a.m. though, so we weren't able to do sniper today, but he's the last one remaining, and
My gratitude, brother.
and that will have to remain start, you know, whatever, that'll have to be for tomorrow. I need some Z's, and I gotta get ready to once again take care of my son for the day. Hopefully I'll get to nap at some point. Anyway, everybody who has stopped by this evening, thanks. Sorry for the late start. We would have been playing some Dawn of War earlier. Couldn't get, there was no way around it. But we'll be trying to focus that down over the next few days. And then be advised that Space Marine 2, for the most part, has been consumed, other than grinding out PvP and stuff like that, waiting on the next operation. So, and you know, again, redoing the campaign in the hardest difficulty. So this is an opportunity. It's an opportunity for us to branch out, see some things. The Forever Winter is on the schedule, so I think that's what we'll be playing next. So subtle, the changes. Okay. But when you take a step back, you start to see, because they added that kind of bolt, the bolted lining on the pauldrons, as well as now the knee pads, although they're smaller. But yeah, cool. We're working on this. I think we just need the backpack replacement. I don't know what else. And then I'm keeping the helmet though. I like the helmet too much. I think I might get the I might take that fist with the chains. from this set. Oh, this is cool. I like that you get to hold on to the pauldron with the white scar's insignia. In many cases, the relic armor for the other classes at least tends to cover up the chapter insignia on the left pauldron, but here it's still visible, which is nice. I like that a lot. And they go back to the Imperial Aquila on the front, but I may or may not. Well, yeah, no, I'll probably do that. Oh no, I'll keep the chains, I think. I like the chains. Ugh. Alright, well, anyway, that's for later. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next time, on the next show.